first one-day between Zimbabwe and Sri Lanka in Zimbabwe's tour of Sri Lanka 2022 ended in favour of the Sri Lankans. The visitors won the toss and opted to bat first on a dry but batting-friendly wicket here at Pallekele. Zimbabwean openers put up a 80-run stand to make sure that the base was set right for Zimbabwe for a high score in the first innings. Well, Regis Chekabwa, the wicket-keeper batsman and also the opener, he scored 72 runs, setting the base right, as I mentioned, right at the start of the innings. The baton was then taken from him by the veteran, the experienced Shaun Williams, who obliged the start he got from the openers and went on to score 100. With the Williams 100, Zimbabwe managed easily 296 runs for the first innings. Vastly experienced Shaun Williams, he joined a elite club of Zimbabwe cricketers today with that 100 here at Pallekele. He made 4,000 ODI runs and also became the third fastest Zimbabwean to do so behind the Flower brothers and Brendan Taylor. He's also only the 7th Zimbabwe cricketer to score 4,000 international ODI runs. Well, the bowling, I'm not going to take anything away from the Zimbabwe batting performance, but the bowling from Sri Lankans were awful. Yes, the wicket was batting friendly, but all that they had to do was bowl straight at the stumps because the wicket kept very low. The bounce was very tricky. It was keeping very low. So all that they had to do was bowl at the stumps, and that's exactly what they failed to do. The first three Zimbabwe wickets, first was the LBW, and then Chekabwa followed with a sweep which went on to hit his gloves and was caught behind. And then again the third one was Craig Wines, the skipper, was clean bowled off Kamindu Mendes, which also again a low keeping delivery which went lower than he expected and went through his gate. So that 3 wickets proved what they had to do, just bowl straight at the stumps, but that's exactly, as I mentioned, that's exactly what they did not do. And coming back to the Sri Lankan chase, well, I should say the batters made up for the mishaps from the bowling unit. They just made sure that they knew that the wicket is good for batting, so they just followed the Zimbabwean path. They just had to keep the asking rate up, and the base again was set by one of the openers in this game, that is Kusal Mendis. Kusal Mendis, coming back after a ban, he played like a pro and played like he was never off the game. And in fact, when I say he set the base right, he was explosive, yes, but he was elegant. He didn't try to hit the ball hard at all. Just nudging through the gaps was exactly what he did, and it was delightful to watch. From there on, the innings was taken into control by the senior-most batsman of the team, Dinesh Chandimal, who scored a workman-like 75 runs to make sure Sri Lanka is safe in this chase. The Sri Lankans made it a point that the key word to this chase is partnerships. They scored a couple of 40-run stands up front in the innings, and then followed by a 69-run stand between Pathum Nissanka and Chandimal, and of course followed it with a 129-run stands between Charita Salanga and Dinesh Chandimal to make sure Sri Lanka chase these 296 runs quite easily. Youngsters Pathum Nissanka and Charita Salanga supported Chandimal. Pathum Nissanka up front, scoring 75 runs of just 71 deliveries, 10 boundaries in it, and he was on a roll right from the start of his innings. And then latter part of the innings, it was Charita Salanga who held the other end, the opposite end, while Chandimal was making sure that all the batters were batting around him and occupying the crease. Charita Salanga did the scoring for him. Thanks to those 3 innings, Sri Lanka managed to chase down the total in 48.3 overs with 5 wickets intact. That also became the highest successful chase here at Pallekele, making Sri Lanka go 1-0 up in this ODI series. The two teams will meet for the second ODI on the 18th of January. And until I see you with a Cricketry episode of that game, it's me, Sharmina Sridharan, signing off here from Pallekele.
Stay on the ball with the Papare Sports News Alerts. Don't miss out on what's happening in the world of sport. Type sports and send to 678 to register. 30 rupees per month. Conditions apply.